Hello, everyone. I am live. I have been trying to go live from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube for a very long time. So thank you for watching. Welcome to my channel. My name is Denise. I'm a freedom activist and strategist in the state of California. I am also co-founder of an organization named Freedom Angels. We are a group of patriot mothers who fought against SB 276 in California, and really we are big industry watchdogs, pharmaceutical watchdogs. So what I actually am going to talk to you about today is why I'm so offended at what Joe Biden said last night during the debate. Now, I don't know about you, but what he said, that children who are coming from the border are here with their parents, was a huge middle finger to the families and the children who have died, who have missing children from the border at the hands of coyotes. Now, Twitter's going crazy. They're all saying, how are animals bringing children? Well, they are animals, but they are coyotes. They are people who get paid about $1,500 a head to bring women, children, and men across the border. Now, are they here for the reasons, humanity? No, they're here to make a dollar. And what Joe Biden said last night, that these people come with their families, is a huge slap in the face. We have, in 2019, 52,000 children were reported to come here unaccompanied with coyotes, left here to fend for themselves. Now, how many stories have we seen of women and children and men whose bodies are found at the border? Parents send their daughters with Plan B pills because they know they will be raped if they are by themselves. Recently in Brownsville, there was a child, a 3-year-old little girl who was with a human trafficker. Thankfully, this woman knew that if she left this little girl to the coyotes, that it would not be a very, very good outcome for this little baby. So she kept her. I walked away from the Democratic Party in 2015 when we lobbied for against SB 277, and the Democrats closed the doors on us, literally slammed the door on our face. We had our children in the Capitol and they spit on our children, literal spit coming from a Democrat aide. They mocked our children. They mocked our families who were injured by pharmaceutical drugs. And here they are again, mocking and making a mockery of the Latino community. I am hoping that the Latinos wake up, that you understand that these Democrats have had years to create a better path to citizenship. Instead, they put a Band-Aid, they pacify us with things like DACA to make us be quiet and make us feel like they're actually doing something for us. I am second generation American Mexican. My grandfather and my grandmother migrated here from Mexico to work the fields on work visas. They had 12 children that they took care of. They lived and did what they needed to do. My grandfather sent every single one of his children to college, and now those children are extremely successful, working in one of the most prominent industries in the United States. They have amazing careers. Yet we sit here as Latinos thinking that we have to vote a blue ticket because we're raised like that. It's a religion for us. We vote Democrat because the Democrats care for immigrants. The Democrats care for Latinos. The Democrats care for Blacks, which is the biggest lie we have ever been told. The Democrats support and encourage dangerous behavior by trucking that horrendous path from Mexico to the United States with children on their backs, children being sent by themselves with their phone numbers on their shirts in case they're found. The United States is the greatest country is the greatest country. There's no other country that immigrants can come here, not legally. Immigrants can come here not speaking the language. Immigrants can come here with not a dollar in their pocket. But the United States affords us so much opportunity that you can come here with a dollar in your pocket and create this better life for yourself. Send your children, if you choose to send your children to a school, you can send them to school, you can send them to college, you can have a small business, you can buy a house. No other country affords people these types of opportunities. Yet when we raise an American flag and when we start backing the United States, we are labeled as terrorists. We're labeled as America isn't a great country. Again, get out. If you don't appreciate this country and all the things that it affords us as a woman, as a Latina, as a mother, I have the most opportunities here. I would never go to another country because here is where we will thrive. But in order to thrive, we have to vote people in who actually have the policies that will support our country. Instead of people like Joe Biden thinking he can have 47 years in office, create crime bills, call us super predators, tell us that he doesn't want a school with so many different ethnicities and races because he doesn't want his children going into a jungle. For years, they've had this opportunity. Kamala Harris as well has come out thinking that she can pander the Black vote while she admits to locking up Black men, even though she doesn't say if they were innocent, separating these families. What Joe Biden said last night absolutely triggered me. We have so many children who have been bought and sold and missing. We don't even know how many children are missing from the border. These children get inoculated as soon as they get here. Some die. Some children get assaulted. Some women get assaulted. We need an absolutely better system in place. However, allowing open borders and allowing this thought that all of these people come here with their families, that is absolutely triggering to me. I love my heritage, my ethnicity. I love my race. I love everything about who I am. I have no apologies for who I am. People come here for a better life. And I fully support people coming here for a better life. My family came here. But to ignore the issues that are happening at the border, to support the dangerous behavior like coming here illegally is irresponsible. And it really should wake up the Latinos to say, wait a minute, why is he not talking about this very, very real issue? And why are people who say they're activists, who counter our protests when we go and we have an American flag, why do they counter us and thinking that we are terrorists? You feel Trump supports you. Why not? Look at his policies. Look at the policies that he's put in place. Now, I am not a Republican. I am not a Democrat. I don't care for either party. I support the Constitution, but I also support our policies that make sure that our children are taken care of, supported, and safe. I support the policies that stop and put an end to the human trafficking that happens at the border. It is a multi-billion-dollar industry. To ignore something that important shows that you're not paying attention to what's going on. You're listening to mainstream news telling you to be angry at Bad Man Orange or Orange Bad Man, telling you to be angry at the Republicans, telling you to be angry and support BLM, which is a terrorist organization, because they are. I support the people who are supporting children and businesses. We need to open our country. We need to be independent from the government. And what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris support is to keep the country closed, keep people on stimulus, do universal income, make sure that everybody is masked even though the science doesn't support something like that. They want to vaccinate everybody in order to participate in society. I don't follow Q and on. That's not even why I'm here. Don't try to distract me with any of that bullshit, because it's not going to work. I am here because what Joe Biden said last night was absolutely disgusting. To support a politician that makes you believe that there's no human trafficking problem, that's appalling. Latinos need to wake up. That really triggered me. What's also very triggering is that nobody talks about the children that are missing in the United States. 800,000 children get reported missing in the United States. 86% of the children in the sex trade come from human trafficking. Human trafficking is the biggest industry over the drug industry because people can be reused and resold. We have a problem here in the United States with the CPS system, which is not a government entity. CPS is a for-profit entity that under the Clinton administration now gets paid for each child that they remove from the home, $2,000, and extra if that child is disabled. Yet 86% of those children come into the sex industry, into the sex trade. We need to do better. We need to start talking about the real issues instead of the issues of BLM and Antifa and all the Proud Boys. That is such a distraction. And Joe Biden last night showed how uneducated, not even uneducated, he knows how unimportant these children at the border really are. They pander our vote. They go and he plays Despacito, thinking that, that's all it's going to take for us to vote. They think we're stupid. We're not stupid, contrary to what a lot of people believe. While I sit here and I support different politicians, I support Democrats. If they're a good Democrat, I support a Republican if they're a good Republican. But yet I have never been called so many racial slurs in my life after coming out and supporting President Trump. I have been called a wetback. I have been called illegal. I get called all kinds of names because of the way I look. I was more accepted in my community when I was gangbanging and selling drugs versus now where I educate myself on politics, where I involve myself not just in talking about politics, but I involve myself with actual solutions and strategize on how we can come to a different solution than what we have seen, because nothing has worked that we have done. We need to start over. And career politicians are just that, career politicians. They've spent too much time in office. We've made way too much money off our backs. And now it's time to get people in office that are not here for their career, that are here to make a change. I wish anarchy actually worked. Unfortunately, people don't know how to act. Facebook, Instagram, I'm surprised YouTube's even letting me on here. They have all banned me from speaking on this particular issue. Why? Why can social media allow naked women on TV or on their platform? They allow human trafficking because they do allow human trafficking. They allow child abuse videos. They allow Antifa to organize and mobilize. They allow all of these terrorist organizations, yet I can't sit here and I can't tell you how I feel as a Latina, as a woman. I can't tell you why I'm upset of what Joe Biden said, because it goes against community standards. There's something wrong in the United States, and it has been all of these career politicians who tell us and promise us all of these bad bill of goods. They've promised us all of these things for years and nothing has come through. The path to citizenship has never been there. They never created another way to allow people to come here and fulfill their American dream. So, I see people on here that Trump promotes division. You know, nobody, he's been loved and liked for years until he became president. 50 Cent came out, Ice Cube came out. What happens? The left calls them Uncle Tom, calls them sellouts. I'm sorry, I love all people. I have friends of all races and backgrounds, but I have white people coming up to me and telling me I'm racist. It's not really something that you can do. You don't know what racism is. If you've never experienced it, you don't know what racism is. So to have these people come up to me, tell me I'm racist is really quite interesting. So I'm I'm reading the comments. So, you know, that's it. I'm appalled that Biden sat there and said he will give citizenship to 11 million illegal immigrants and then raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. What about all of those people who have been waiting for years, who have paid their dues, who have sat there and followed the law to come here? They're being pushed aside just to have Joe Biden allow illegal immigrants who've been here to take reign and that's fine, go ahead and get citizenship. Now go and get a minimum wage job. Now it's going to be $15 an hour, which means now our cost of living is going to skyrocket, because in California, good luck living here. When all this goes down, when Gavin Newsom has his way, the Democrats have their way, California is going to sink. We have the highest taxes. We have the wealthiest state, yet we have homeless people in the nice neighborhoods now. We have homeless people shitting on the streets. We have encampments everywhere you go. The parks are riddled with homeless and drugs and mental health issues. Why hasn't Gavin, why hasn't Nancy Pelosi, why hasn't Maxine Waters, why haven't these people actually did something for the homeless problem, and instead they wait until now? Why was Gavin Newsom putting the homeless people into hotels? Was it so they can have an address and vote? I mean, it's all a game to them. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. So he said he would throw Hillary in jail. You think Biden without a swamp will do that? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading comments. So Trump has been in office for 4 years. 4 years. These people have been in office as a lifetime politician, and nothing has changed. It's gotten worse. We have been sold out to China. We have been sold out to Ukraine. We have been sold out to all these countries, and now they're sitting here demanding that we stay home for a fake epidemic, for a fake pandemic. They're demanding we cover our face with cloth that doesn't work. They're demanding that we vaccinate ourselves and our children in order to participate in society. They're creating legislation without going through the proper channels. None of what's happening is American. And I really, really despise the stupid political game that they play on us. But, you know, it goes against community standards, so I can't talk about it. So anyways, so thank you guys for listening. I needed to get that out. No other platform was allowing me on. Again, I work with I am an organization, Freedom Angels, and we push back against Gavin Newsom. We know right now it's critical that people start participating in the dialogue between public health and their board of supervisors. We've actually been protesting against them. We have documents that support our demands. We are very heavily involved politically, and we are very, very heavily involved with strategy for the nation. So in case any of these social media platforms take me off, please know that you can reach me. Let me put this up here. So our website is freedom-angels.org. You can also text 209-400-2667 to get on our Telegram channel where we have calls to action. And in case our pages go down, you'll be able to stay in contact. So thank you very much for listening to my rant. I appreciate it. I'm not very professional when it comes to these videos, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent should social media allow me on again. So thank you guys very much. Please don't forget to vote in person, and take off your muzzle, because your mask is the reason why we're all on lockdowns. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.